What's up? Zachary, make money mowing. Currently on another farm, badass house. I needed something with good Wi-Fi, so this house is $150 a night. I'm gonna put all the links to all these Airbnbs in case you ever go to Costa Rica, because I think I found some pretty cool Airbnbs, and most of them are $100. This one was just more because of the Wi-Fi. But I just wanted to talk about something real quick, just a frame of mind to go into this lawn care business season, because this time last year I was just thinking, let me make as much money as possible. Let me work my ass off. Let me just take on all this work, all these jobs, all these cleanups, all these mowing customers. Let me just make a bunch of money. I feel like every year, like, you evolve as a person and you just grow like exponentially. So that was me last year. I was like, let me just make as much money as possible. But this year I was just thinking, and just doing videos, research and stuff, and like reading articles. Think about the frame of mind for this. I just said a bunch of stuff without really saying anything because I just woke up. Sorry. But first, don't even think about making money until you know what your expenses are. Think about and sit down and crunch, like, for real, what is your fixed expenses? What's your mortgage, your rent? What's your car bill? How much you spend on groceries, food? Like, don't even think about making money or building up a business until you know how much do you as a person expend out. So think about that. How much do you expend? Is it $1,000 a month? Is it $1,500? Is it $2,000? Do you have a family? So just think about it and sit. And if you're like me and you're like, you would tell yourself, I don't know how much I spend because things fluctuate. That's bullshit. Actually think about how much do you make, and if it's not exact, just get like an estimation. If it's like 15 to 17, just say you spend 17 a month, right? So just first, number one, think about how much do you spend primero, and then after that, think about, okay, well, how much do I want to make on top of that so I could, one, pay my bills completely. So say I gotta make 1,700, I gotta clear that. Think about how much I want to save. Say you want to save 500 a month to an emergency fund. Say you want to invest 500 to stocks, to a business, to saving up to a down payment for real estate, to, I mean, not a business, you have a business, but another business. Say 500 for savings, 500 for investing, and then say another 500 for just fun stuff, for going to Costa Rica and just saving up 500 a month. And then for 4 months, you got 2 bands that you can spend on a Costa Rica trip, right? So think about that. So that's 1,700 is what you got to clear, and then you want to make 1,500 on top of that. So boom, 3,200, and you can live a great life as long as you stick to what you're saying. Let me get the view of this in the background. So 32, and you can live a great life, right? As long as you don't go off the wagon and just start doing a bunch of crazy drugs or flipping what you said you were going to do. If you just stick to your budget, then you're going to be making 32, and that's all you got to make to live a great life, right? So work backwards now. 3,200, how many lawn care customers does that need to be? How many lawn care customers do you need to have to make 3,200 roughly? So I did the math before the video, and let's say if you have 30 customers and they're on a bi-weekly schedule. So 30 customers, you mow the 30 customers 2 times a month. That's 60 mows per month. 30 customers, you mow their house 2 times a month. That's $60. That's 60 mows per month. And if the average price is $50 like it is for me, you might say, oh, I can't make 50. I used to tell myself that too. Mindset shift. You can charge 50 as long as you increase the value to the customer. You could charge way more, but let's just say 50 because I'm doing it. So if I can do it, you can do it too. So 30 customers, 60 mows a month, 60 mows times $50, that is $3,000 a month. So add on 2 customers. 2 customers is 4 mows a month. 4 times 50 is 200. So if you get 32 customers, which is what you can do in 1 month if you just market with the ways that either you learn it or I teach you, 32 customers, you can get that in spring and April. Spring, you can get that in spring, you can get that in March and April. It's easy. You could definitely do it towards the end of the spring season, but you could do it quickly just depending on how quickly you learn how to advertise. It's like, I could go through Costa Rica not knowing how to speak Spanish and get around slowly, or I could just learn, mi practico mi español y si mi tengo muy magnifico vacation. So it's just, if you learn, just learn and you can move faster, right? So 32 customers, you can make 3,200 a month. That's actually really easy math. I just did a long breakdown. I don't know why. Okay, so 32 customers. So work backwards. Get 1 customer, then get 2, then get 3. And then once you have 32 customers, as long as you average out $50, if you get 45 and 55, that's okay because it averages out to 50. Then you can make the lifestyle that you want to where you're paying all your $1,700 bills. You got 500 to throw into a savings account. You got 500 to throw into whatever you want to, whether it's stocks, an index fund, Bitcoin. You could buy gold. You could save it for a down payment for real estate. And then you got 500 to just save up for travel so you could go to Costa Rica to Guatemala to Africa to Mars to Pluto to Uranus. You can do all these things. So just think about it like that versus what I did last year, which was just make a ton of money and just also not really count how much I'm spending. So it's like, even if I made $8,000 a month, which is what I did some months in spring last year, because I was working my ass off and I didn't have a YouTube, I was just working by myself and just having workers here and there. I was just doing all this stuff. It's like I made way more money, but I spent so much more. So it's like I just went in a circle, and I think that's exactly the plan of what they want you to do. So just think about it like that. First, don't even think about making money or building a business till you know how much you're spending every single day, every month, I mean. And then from there, get your fixed bills, and then think about how much do you spend, or how much do you want to save for traveling, for investing, for emergency fund, and then just work backwards. Look, get the number. If it's 3,200, then you need 32 customers. If it's 4,000, then roughly you need 4,000. I mean, if it's $4,000, you need 40 customers. And that's just, I'm only talking about if you were only doing mows, which you're not gonna. Look, there's an omen. There's a guy over there weed whacking. Actually, I shouldn't be over here because that's kind of loud. But that's me talking ideologically only for mowing. And you're not only going to do mowing. You're going to do fertilizer, and it's easy. You're going to do weed sprays, and it's easy. You're going to do mulch, and it's easy. So if you have the 32 customers, it's not going to be 3,200 a month. You're going to be making more like 4,000 to 4,500 to 5,000 a month on 32 customers. As long as the customers are quality and they want you to do just the bare minimum on top of mowing, like fertilizing, doing weed sprays, trimming shrubs, that 32 customers is going to equal minimum 4,000. Likely it could be 5,000. And it's only from the math that I was talking about. And I know I'm just throwing a bunch of random numbers out, but I know you're smart because it's the morning time for me and you, and we're both just like priming our minds for this day. But 60 mows per month, that's 15 mows a week. I do 10 yards a day. So that 3,200 is from about 1.5 days a week of work. So think about it. You could work 3-4 days easily, because I can do that, and you could make how much ever more that is. If you add, that's 6,000, because if you're working 1.5, you work 3 days a week, then you're making like 6,000. Man, that's just all in theory, but that's really the theory that I go by, and that's I've been going by for the past couple of years. So I just want to do this mindset shift. Let me sum this video up because I just went in a bunch of different directions. Don't just make as much money as possible. Do that, but do this first. Think about your expenses. Think about how much you're going to make. Think about how much you have to make. This whole trip on January 8th, I just stopped drinking caffeine, and I haven't done anything. No mota or anything. So I feel like my mind's clearing out. So feels good. I think I'm like 23 days on nothing. I've just been hanging out with my woman who's in there sleeping and just eating a bunch of coconuts. I mean, drinking coconuts. Yo bebo coconuts. Yo bebo coco. Más delicioso. Muy rico. But mine's clearing out, getting better. If I could say one other thing too, is everybody has their vices. Everybody goes through their own stuff. I will always say this, and even though I'm not perfect and sometimes I will do stuff that I shouldn't, a clear, sober mind will always outperform a mind that's clouded by weed or alcohol or whatever it is you do. And to all the people who probably smoke their chiba, I used to be one for like 10 years, so I understand it. And I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just telling you my experience, that clear, sober-minded Zach with only food, water, exercise, and love outperforms the other forms of Zach, and he feels better throughout the day. He feels constant energy throughout the day. He doesn't crash. You just wake up when the sun comes up naturally, and you go to bed when the sun goes down naturally. And it might not be excited by drinking caffeine and going all the way up here, but also when you go all the way up here, you go all the way down here. And even though it's like a weird, calm, not excited, not down, it's sustainable, and it's the easiest to get work done throughout the entire part of the day. So that's it. And I think that's it. I'm just gonna work out now. This is the workout I've been doing. I guess I'll share it with you guys real quick too. Where's the shade at? Yeah, then I'll let this video go because it's been kind of weird. This is gonna work. So what I do is 20 push-ups. Then I do 20 squats. that I do 20 crunches, and I don't know if I'm getting bit by ants, but I'm doing it for the YouTube algorithm. I don't know if I did 20, but that's how I stay jacked. And I think I've always got weird vibes from the gym for the past like 5 years. Every time I go to the gym, I just feel really awkward. I don't know why. I just don't like working out next to people. I don't like making eye contact with people when I'm trying to pump iron. I don't know, I get like judgmental of others. I just like see them and I'm like, that dude's flexing in the mirror too much, but it's like, why am I even judging him? It's just weird. I don't know, it's just a weird thing. So I just been working out at home before this trip, and I've been working out at home on this trip. And I went to the gym like twice and it was just very awkward. So I think bodyweight workouts are the truth. I think if you can just get a pull-up bar and some basic dumbbells, and you can look great. And I think running is underrated. I feel way better when I run than when I do any type of like exercise lifting. So I don't know what I'm saying, but wake up early when the sun comes up, do a body weight thing. What I do is those 20 push-ups, 20 squats, 20 crunches. I might do a variation. I might do like close grip push-ups, then wide stance squats and leg raises instead of crunches, but it's all body weight. 20 20 20, do it 5 rounds. It's 100 reps of each. And I don't have a pull-up bar, so it's kind of imbalanced, but it's okay. But yeah, that's this video. What was I saying? Get your expenses covered first. That's a job in itself, to figure out how much you spend, because you got to look through statements. You got to think to yourself, you're going to think that you don't spend this much, but actually you really do. So get that done. Think about how much do you want to make over the top, and then just work backwards. It's just one customer at a time. You just get one customer at a time. And lawn care is cool because once you get one lawn care customer for mowing, it's recurring. It's not like a landscape job, which is cool. You can make a ton of money on a landscape job, but you're always going to be chasing a sale. Always going to be having to quote, having to set up, having to hope you get it, hope to do it. With mowing, less money, but many more bricks, many more eggs in the basket. If a lawn care customer drops you for whatever reason, you got like 50 more. So I don't know, lawn care is cool. Everything is cool. No matter what you do, everything is cool. It's just make it cool. I don't know. Okay, I guess I'll take you guys running and I'll let this video go. Should I run barefoot? Would that be lit for the algorithm? It'd be cool if I had some Caribbean music or something playing, but this is the one-shot video. I'm gonna make my fiance, she's from the provinces of the Philippines, so this is what she does on the daily. For me, as a westernized American, this is difficult, so I'm trying to accustom myself to the simple way of life. When we go hiking, she doesn't even wear shoes. It's the craziest thing. But me, my feet get all delicate, and I'm supposed to be the man, so I think being in a relationship with somebody from a different culture, ideally from not the Western culture, like America, Europe, Australia, North America, I think that's one of the, I'm not going to say that's the best thing ever, but for me it's the best thing ever because one, I get to immerse myself in someone else's culture, which is actually my culture because I'm Filipino, she's Filipino, but I was born in America and she was born in the Philippines, so that, and it's just like the values are so different. She's just full of love. She just wants to cook, clean, and be a good wife and to be a good mother. All that she wants to do is just serve me, and she submits to me, and it's just the coolest thing ever. She allows me to take the lead. I'll happily work, pay for these Airbnbs, do all this stuff, work on the computer while she's cooking, while she's cleaning, while she's cleaning me, she's cleaning my feet, all this cool ass stuff. Very happy to have her. I'm blessed to have her. And then one last thing I guess I'll talk about on this thing is all the money that I made, all the businesses that I built, my lawn care business that's making money, that's doing really good, for all my mentoring services, all the courses I've sold, all the travels I've done, all the cool stuff on paper. It's cool, but if you don't have a relationship with God in whatever capacity, I won't tell you what to pick. But if you just try to do it all on your own, At least from my experience, it's never fulfilling. If you surrender yourself and you submit to somebody and you thank somebody, or you thank a power, or you thank God, or you do it all for God, then 1, it feels better. 2, you get more accomplished. And 3, it's sustainable. But if you're just chasing dollar bills on your own, just to spend on your own, it's just a very weird, like, human zoo-like experience or feeling. So I think make lots of money. But before you do that, so backwards, find some type of relationship with God and whatever you feel is comfortable. But to just do it with somebody on your side versus doing it all on your own, and someone on your side up there, not just like it superficially that you can touch like a woman. If you have both, God first, then the relationship will work better. You guys will both have values. She's been teaching me a lot more about values because she was raised in that. I wasn't. I kind of just been doing it all on my own. My parents were not very there for that. They were just like, make a bunch of money, which I did, and they did their best. But I'm learning all these things being a child to parents, and just learning what I thought was awesome and what I thought I could do better for my kids. So yeah, make money. Get a relationship with something above you, out of your consciousness first. I like God, whatever religion or whatever you call it, pick it, but that's it. But then go out. Once you do that, everything else will work out. Relationships, money, traveling, anxiety will go away. Vices will be easy to stop. Addictions will be easy to stop. Food will taste better. Air will smell better. You'll be able to laugh more. It just, things will make more sense versus wondering, why is this happening? Why is there evil in the world? Why am I not getting what I want? If you have something you could read off of, like the Bible or some type of power that you can subscribe to, it just all makes sense. And then you could spend more time not asking questions and more time actually doing what you got to do and being happy while you're doing it. So that's it. My feet hurt. I'll go inside. If all that was interesting to you, makemoneymowing.com. Get a hold of me. I'd love to help you grow your business so you can come out to Costa Rica with me and we could both be walking barefoot on rocks with our little 4x4 cars. Okay, peace out. Makemoneymowing.com. I got a beard now too. Keep that.